Hey, what's going on, folks? It's Larry at Pak Masters Dog Training here. Let's talk about a real serious subject here, and that's preventing dog bites. Okay? Now, we know there's hundreds of thousands of dogs, if not millions, killed every year in shelters that are turned in for behavioral issues, but one sure way to get put down is when a dog bites someone, especially a child. It's a real serious issue, and a lot of these dog bites can be prevented. What made me think of this was I saw a story on Facebook yesterday. There was a little boy, I think he was probably around 4 years old, and his face was torn up real bad. I guess the neighbor, I think the story was something basically that the neighbors or a friend's dog, a German Shepherd I think it was tied up in the yard, and the kids were playing, and this little boy went to hug the dog, and the dog lit him up, tore his face up real bad. It's horrible, horrible for this little boy. It's just terrible. But my question is, how does a child at this age wind up on his own where he has the ability to go up and hug a dog that is chained up? It's unacceptable. So now there's a big battle. The family wants to put the dog down and the other family doesn't, something to that effect. It doesn't matter the exact details. And I understand where the family of the little boy comes from. But at the same time, you got to take some responsibility here, all right? There's a lot of dogs that normally would never harm a person that will bite when they're approached like that. It's just the truth. And when it comes right down to it, folks, we've got to learn how to leave dogs alone. I get asked on a daily basis, how should I approach a dog? It's pretty simple. You don't. I don't approach dogs, okay? I never approach a dog. As a matter of fact, if I go to a home to do an evaluation of a dog with issues, I may be there an hour, hour and a half, and many times I never, ever have contact with the dog. Okay, my whole goal is that before I leave, I want that dog pushing up on me, wanting that attention. All right, we put too much pressure on the dogs. We have to learn to leave them alone. With all the dog bites that happen across this country every year, there's so many dogs put down. The majority of these bites happen when we put too much pressure on them, when we invade their space. It puts a dog in a very uncomfortable situation. Is there an excuse for it? Is it okay if a dog does that? No, it's not. But at the same time, it's avoidable. And it's not just everyday dog owners without knowledge, I see it in vet offices every single month, all the time, weekly, daily. I'll give you an example. I had Luca at the vet a few months ago. Luca, he's not aggressive towards people. He's not aggressive towards dogs, but at the same time, they're neutral. He doesn't care about meeting strangers. He's not Bruno. He's neutral to dogs and people. He just wants to be left alone. He cares about me and my family, and really that's it, unless he knows you. Once he gets to know you, then he's fine. But Luca was laying by my feet, and a vet tech went walking by, and she stopped, and she started with the baby talk, and she leaned down and got her face right in front of his and started petting him with the baby talk. And I just kind of thought to myself, oh man, this is not good. Now, I didn't have any kind of reaction because I didn't want him to feel me getting tense. But at the same time, I'm thinking, this is freaking awful. This is bad. Guys, especially professionals out there in veterinarian offices, you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to leave these dogs alone. Also, when someone's dropping their dog off at a vet, whether it's for grooming or an appointment, take the dog, don't talk to it, don't acknowledge it, don't do the baby talk stuff, don't tell him dad's going to be, take the leash and just go. Just go. Don't ask, don't wait. It's really important, all right? You have to learn how to do these things. But for the everyday dog owner, guys, you got to stop putting pressure on these dogs. Most bites happen when we come into their space. It puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on these dogs, and they react poorly, and it's not good. So I believe most dog bites are probably preventable. If you're jogging down the street and a dog bolts out of the house and nails you, is that your fault? No, nothing we can do about that. That's definitely the dog owner's fault. And to all the veterinarian offices, if you're in the Bowling Green or Nashville, Tennessee area, please, I will gladly come in and work with you guys for a while. I don't charge to do that. I do it all the time. If a vet office calls me and says, we want you to come in and work with our... So there's never a charge. I don't charge for it. Please, if you're in a veterinarian office in the Nashville, Tennessee or Bowling Green area, call me. I will come in and work with your staff. Because, folks, what you're going to see in these veterinarian offices, if everyone that works there learns how to handle these dogs, you're going to find that the dogs are a lot less stressful. It's going to make your job a lot easier. I promise you. And for the everyday dog owner, listen guys, just leave the dogs alone. Give them some time. So my dogs are highly trained, but they're not robots. So if someone comes to my home, I'm going to ask them all the time, do me a favor, for 5 or 10 minutes, the dogs don't exist. Make like they're not even here, ignore them, leave them alone. Because if you don't, if you come in and you start, oh, there's Luke, I see him on videos, all that, and you get, my dogs are, the ass is going to start shaking, and they're normal dogs, okay? And once that excitement comes in, that's where problems happen. So we got to learn what it takes to keep these dogs in a normal state of mind. And putting this unnecessary pressure on them isn't good. We got to stop invading their space. Notice I said unnecessary pressure, okay? In dog training, there's going to be pressure. Dogs have to learn how to deal with it, and it's a big part of dog training. But let's stop with the dog bites, all right? We could prevent a lot of these guys, but you have to learn what goes on upstairs in the dog's mind, what makes them tick, what puts them in the position that makes them feel like they have to bite. So again, with this little boy, it's a horrible, horrible thing. It's just terrible. It's a damn shame. And he's probably going to remember that the rest of his life. But it could have been prevented. It could have been prevented so easily. So be careful out there. Learn what it takes to exist in the best kind of harmony with the least amount of conflict, where we can keep our dogs happy without these major, major issues going on. All right, folks? Peace out.